homegrown terrorist problem?
Well, certainly Americans are very concerned about it. In recent polling, 80% of Americans were worried or somewhat worried about the threat posed by terrorism. Of course, as a practical matter, the likelihood of you being killed by a terrorist in the United States is very, very low. You're 5,000 times more likely to be killed by an American with a gun than you are to be killed by a jihadi terrorist in the United States. But of course, terrorism is designed to terrify, and I think the arbitrary nature of terrorism is what has Americans concerned. You can be attending the Boston Marathon or at an office party in San Bernardino and be killed by somebody motivated by jihadi ideology.
Yeah. Are they all of Muslim and or Middle Eastern descent?
Well, there's certainly all Muslims who are doing these jihadi terrorist attacks. So, of course, there is also terrorism, which is acts of violence against civilians for political reasons. We're seeing neo-Nazis and extreme racists and anti-government militants also engaged in violence in this country at about the same rate as jihadi terrorists since 9/11. So that is something we shouldn't discount.
The book is called United States of Jihad. Peter Bergen, our guest. Why should we make a distinction between the two that set the bomb off at the Boston Marathon and a kid who walks into a theater in Colorado and shoots up a theater crowd at midnight? Why is that an important distinction? Both acts of terrorism.
I don't think we should make the distinction where there's clearly a political reason. I mean, if you look at the attack on the church in Charleston by Dylan Roof, he killed 9 African Americans, and he said after the attack that he was trying to start a race war. Well, that's a fundamentally political objective. I mean, there are lots of people getting killed in this country by mass shooters for reasons that are not actually political. So if it's not political in nature, then it's not terrorism, because terrorism is acts of violence against civilians for political reasons. But certainly, we see terrorism being conducted in the names of a variety of different ideologies in this country, including jihadis.
So is this something new? Is this created by social media? Or 20, 30 years ago, would these people doing these terrible things today do something different terrible?
Well, I think 20, 30 years ago, some of these people might have, in the 70s, some of these people might have joined the Weather Underground or Black Panthers or some other violent group that claimed to be bringing utopia here on Earth because, through violence. But those groups don't exist anymore. Certainly, social media has amplified the reach of ISIS, and we've seen, dozens of Americans who've been self-recruited to ISIS through social media. A number of them have tried to go to join ISIS in Syria. Some have succeeded. And I think in the absence of social media, ISIS would be much less attractive.
How big of a problem is this?
I mean, anybody listening to this program, the likelihood of them being killed by a jihadi terrorist is minuscule. So it's not a big problem. But of course, 9/11 was one of the hinge events of American history, and we kind of filter any kind of terrorist plot or attack through that experience. And so people remain very concerned about some kind of large-scale attack on the United States. The fact is that the likelihood of that is quite unlikely because of the defensive measures the United States government, both under the Bush administration and under the Obama administration, has put in place.
Peter Bergen, our guest. The book is called The United States of Jihad. But in your book, you say there are, I don't want to call them sleeper cells, but at least the FBI has investigated ISIS sympathizers in all 50 states. What would make a seemingly safe American citizen born in this country with all the opportunity this country affords it, why would they want to affiliate with a nomadic terrorist tribe in the Middle East?
That's a big puzzle, and that's what my book attempts to answer. There's a variety. Each individual has a slightly different sort of set of motivations. Some of it is Islamist ideology. Some of it is a desire to belong to something bigger than yourself. Some of it is, quite frankly, something that's fun and exciting. And each person has a slightly different reason, and they often are highly idealistic, and they believe that ISIS is creating some kind of Islamic utopia here, or if it's not ISIS, some other jihadi terrorist group that they've tried to join or have joined.
Is there anything we can do to lessen them sort of turning radicalized?
Well, what's worked in the past sometimes is the FBI can sometimes knock on somebody's door, and that may dissuade them. Sometimes a cleric can dissuade a young man who's infatuated with ISIS and explain to him that this is not really Islamic. I mean, there are a variety of things that can work, but also sometimes things don't work. And in the Boston Marathon case, the older brother who did the Boston Marathon bombing was the elders in his mosque tried to sort of talk him out of some of his radical views, and obviously it didn't work.
The book is called United States of Jihad, Investigating America's Homegrown Terrorists. CNN national security analyst Peter Bergen. Peter, good luck with the book. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you.
657 KTRS.
One of the safest and most secure investments you can make is the remodeling of your kitchen or bath. A new updated kitchen or bath will increase the value of your home and your lifestyle. Now, you can call a contractor working out of the back of his truck and have him give you an estimate, but you're going to want a company that backs its work and can fix a problem if there is one. You want a company that's been around and will be there down the road. That company is Collier & Thompson Kitchens, Baths, and Appliances. They've been in business for over 60 years and will provide experience and quality with a proven track record you can count on. They will guide you through the entire process and work to stay within your budget. Visit them today at collierandthompson.com or their showroom just east of 141 on Manchester Road. Call 636-391-9099. That's 636-391-9099 for Collier & Thompson Kitchens, Baths, and Appliances.
Hi folks, this is John Shea, Mr. Fix-It. If you're like the rest of us, you got junk all over the house. I want to help you get rid of some of that clutter around the house. You know you've been wanting to, but just haven't had the time, energy, or muscles to get it done. Well, you need to call the helpful people at Pitch It and Forget It at 314-932-1100. Pitch It and Forget It is a residential and commercial junk removal company. Their professional staff will come to your house at a scheduled time and remove the items no longer wanted, freeing up valuable space. Pitch It and Forget It will remove old TVs, appliances, home remodeling waste, rugs, old couches, furniture from your attic, basement, garage, or anywhere in the house, and you don't have to lift a finger. Pitch It and Forget It will even clean up after themselves. They're eco-friendly, recycling most items, so call Pitch It and Forget It at 314-932-1100. That's 314-932-1100, or visit their website at pitchit.us.
10 seconds.
.us. Don't forget, call Pitch It and Forget It, 314-932-1100.